never expected Kimi to
turn out like this.
I'm happy with my life. I'm happy with what I've become. And I'm happy with what my family has become.
Hey Protons, positively charged beings, this is your life coach Kimi, and I would like to invite you to watch my very first episode of this new season. Shell Tambunting and Therese Cardenas are our co-hosts for tonight.
Okay.
So they'll be asking you questions, but everyone is a host as well. So Jo Oigonko, she was here last Sunday. Si Paola Leda is here. Darzelli, and then Pachi. Eileen is here. And then Adeline is also here. And some others are coming in. But there's like 10 ladies.
Hello, ladies. Glad to meet all of you virtually.
Good evening, Tita Cookie.
Good evening, Tita Cookie. Yes. The first category, the questions are all for you. So the first one is, wow, what is your favorite color, Tita Cookie?
My favorite color? Isn't it obvious?
What is?
Pink.
It's pink. What kind of pink?
Blush.
I love it. Blush.
Same ba kayo, Kimi?
No, mine is chartreuse.
Chartreuse, okay. And you have the pink also, right?
Yeah, pink and green. But both of us, pink and green.
Who do you look up to po growing up? Like, which influenced you to be the woman that you are now? Mga pang Miss Universe questions.
The American nuns in school. I'm very pro-American.
She's American.
Most of my teachers were American nuns.
Oh.
From Merino.
Yeah. The American nuns were very active then. That's why they've renamed the school because they left. But when they were here, the name of the school was Mary Knoll. Now it's called Miriam.
Oh, that's where the name came from.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I looked up to them because I was very American in my ways and in my character.
I can hear it in the way you talk also, Tita Cookie.
I know.
But
I know.
she can also be British.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Be British.
Tita, maybe you should call in the corgis.
I can also be from Trinidad. You know, the island. I can also
Oh, really?
I can do so many other accents.
Oh, all right.
It's one of my talents.
I love it.
Talented siya, talented.
Maybe per category, we could do a different accent.
What did you want to be when you were a child?
I wanted to be, believe it or not, an astronaut. Would you believe? Yeah, I really wanted to be an astronaut. You know, we used to have these autograph books, or what do you call them, slum books. And
Yes.
ambition. Ambition. There was ambition, and I'd always say to be an astronaut.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How did you know that?
I wanted
that
to be an
already?
astronaut because I wanted to go to the moon and to explore space. I knew there was something bigger than the Earth.
And you would always say you're an alien, right?
Yes, and I would even spot UFOs in our garden.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I'm an alien.
She's an alien.
Did you stop wanting to be an astronaut and did you decide to do something else or?
Yes, when practicality and age stepped in. But of course, I knew I couldn't be an astronaut. First of all, I'm under height, you know.
I hear you.
Yeah. Can we relate?
Yes.
I feel like we're talking to little Cookie.
She's younger than me, I think. Like soul-wise.
Maybe. She's the old soul.
Yeah,
I'm the
old.
young one.
Oh. Is there anything you wish you could have done or been if you could change anything in your life?
Nothing. I'm happy with my life. I'm happy with what I've become. And I'm happy with what my family has become. I never expected it. I never expected Kimmy to turn out like this.
I love how you looked at her.
With the eye roll, diba? Side eye. Top 3 books that inspired you to reach your goals.
To Kill a Mockingbird and
Great.
yeah, Dante's Divine Comedy
Wow.
and
Yeah.
and Shakespeare mostly.
Wow.
I was an English major. We had to read.
That's fine.
I think we had to read about 24 books a week.
Oh, wow.
Every time the teacher would come in or the professor would come into the classroom, she'd have all of these piles of books on top of her table, and she'd say, "This is your reading material for the next week." Yeah. So I became a fast reader, a speed reader.
That's so great.
Thank you.
I'm not a reader. She's a reader.
She read enough books. She read enough books in her youth to cover your youth.
She's got this.
I got your back.
Yeah.
I mean, what's your morning routine like?
The first thing I do, of course, is go to the banyo. That's my morning routine. After that, after that, I look at the sun. If there's no sun, then I go do my daily walk. I walk 3 kilometers in the morning and 2 kilometers in the afternoon. That's my daily exercise. Yeah. But I just walk in the garden. I don't walk out because there's a lot of construction going on. So I just walk in the garden 200 times, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Repeat. That's the kind of exercise I do. Very disciplined, very boring, but I get the results. I've lost weight, so I love it.
I'm curious, Tita, when you're doing your 200 rounds in the garden, what do you do? Are you quiet? Are you
Counting.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah. Yes, of course I'm quiet. But then
Yeah.
in between, when I see our staff, then I tell them to do this, do that. I don't want to see any soil. It's always what I tell the one tending the garden. I always say, ayoko makakita ng lupa. Repeat, ayoko makakita ng lupa. Taniman ng damo, taniman ng halaman, pero ayoko makita ng lupa.
I love it.
You do ho'oponopono while you do
I do it unconsciously because as I walk, I look around, and then that's when my appreciation for God's creation happens. Really, I smell like smelling the roses. I don't really smell the roses. I smell the air, fresh air. I see all the trees. I see the flowers when they bloom. I'm very
Visual?
yeah, I'm very visual, but I'm also very auditory, in spite of the fact that I've lost my hearing in one ear. And that happened because I had the mumps when I was in college, and the mumps didn't go, outside my jaw. Instead, it went into my inner ear. So I lost my sense of hearing there. But I'm still very auditory because in school, I never took down notes. I only listened to the teacher so that when the exams came, I just remember what the teacher would say.
Wow.
That's how I studied. My notebooks were always empty. I never took down notes.
Wow. So you remembered everything that you would hear.
here.
Yes.
So that's dangerous too, because there are things I shouldn't be hearing, but I remember them for a lifetime. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I always warn my friends, don't say anything or don't even do anything that I shall remember for the rest of my life and for the rest of your life.
Nagbanta! Nakakatakot.
Nakakatakot na nanay. Rinig niya lahat.
True. Nakakatakot talaga. So even my husband is natatakot.
Yeah. How old were you when you had your first kiss?
Tita, the questions are getting juicier. Eh.
Oh, good to see you.
Break in ka lang namin, Tita Cookie.
It depends on what kind of kiss. I suppose I got my first kiss when I was newly born.
Oh.
Ano, no, Tita, not the kiss na parang,
Hindi ganun.
But the romantic kiss you
talaga.
mean? The romantic kiss you mean?
The malanding.
Romantic kiss. Yes,
Yeah.
yung malanding kiss.
I got it late in life because I was a late bloomer. My mother was strict, so I never really, played around. I was also strict with myself. And since I grew up with nuns, they were also strict. So I was a late bloomer. Perhaps I had it when I was 22, 23. I don't remember. Yeah.
Oh, I have a follow-up question, but I don't know if I will follow through with the question. it,
Okay, I may or may not answer.
so, si Father Luke po ba yun?
Who's this asking this? Giggling and giggling. Oh my
Si
God.
Therese yan.
Yes, Therese, what is it?
Si Father Lou daw ba yon yung first?
Definitely not.
I love the immediate no.
Yeah.
He wasn't my type at all.
Ay, interesting. I
You
want
know, my type, I told you I'm very pro-American. So my type is Caucasian. With blonde, blue eyes, aquiline nose. Americans or Europeans, that was my type. I didn't quite like Chinese. That's so Asian.
I'm excited to hear the story na. But well, next question po is, did you always know you wanted to counsel married couples? What
No.
about it inspires and drives you?
Quickly, no. I grew up with American nuns that didn't like washing your laundry. Washing your laundry in public. When I was in grade 4, I think, my mom and dad used to fight. And I would make cuento to my classmates, and it got to one of the nuns, and she called me aside. She called me to her room, and she said, "What are you doing? Why are you brandishing all the stories about your parents? You shouldn't do that." So from that time on, I kept things to myself. Then I learned to keep secrets. So I never thought that I'd be counseling married couples. I didn't want to, intrude into their lives. That was their private life. So even I kept my life private there. So I never in my dreams, thought of helping people that way.
How did you find how did you find yourself doing that kind of work
Yeah.
eventually?
My husband. My husband's the type. So we had to have we had to have an activity together. Would have brought us closer because we were also fighting all the time. So when we went through this marriage encounter weekend, already they wanted us to lead a flock, and I didn't want to do that. No, I kept saying no, no, no. 3 times I kept saying no, and that was over a year. They kept asking us, "No, you have to shepherd a flock, you shepherd a class." I said, "No, we're not ready for that." And you know what that old woman said? She said, "You know who you're saying no to?"
God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay. I think that was a waker upper. I had to say, okay. I didn't want to keep saying no to God because I kept asking Him for things.
Right.
What if He kept saying no naman to me and all my requests and my prayers?
Right.
There. So that started it.
What are the top 3 things you value most in life?
I think my health, I didn't value it at all before, but now I value it the most. My health, my family, and myself.
I
That's
love
it.
that.
Mhm.
Myself. And the last one for this one is top 3 specialties that you cook for the family.
Adobo, number one. Adobo. Adobo, pasta dishes, and actually, I cook anything kasi eh. Whatever they want. But, I ask them, what do you feel like eating? Filipino, Italian, American, whatever.
But you like adobo, I think,
Yeah.
for yourself.
Yeah, I love adobo. It's my comfort food.
Yeah.
It just brings me so much joy.
Like adobong puwet ng manok, adobong frog
I
leg,
love that. I love both of that.
Me too.
all.
I love.
Adobong, my favorite is adobong Adidas, Tita Cookie.
What's that?
What's Adidas?
Paan ng manok.
Paano manok?
Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. And if you want to watch more, you can hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you, and I love you. Bye! If you really like this episode, please feel free to share it with your friends, family, loved ones, and I would so appreciate that. You can also follow me in the social media platforms.